So today we're here to learn about putting cultural fire down on country so that we can work on helping country to heal. The bush in this area, like all over Australia, is sick. And the important element that's been missing for so long is fire. Now, Australia evolved with Aboriginal people with fire over thousands and thousands of years. And then when it was colonised, the colonisers or the invaders were very afraid of fire. And so we've stopped the country from burning and don't allow burning and haven't allowed burning. So this continent that needs fire has not had fire in some places for hundreds of years, but definitely for decades where we are right now. And we're seeing the loss of habitat for the animals, the loss of plant life, because new growth is not coming through.
Yeah, if we look around at the moment, everything's so green, but yet the country's never been sicker. The reason that we're here today is to learn how our people used fire to manage that and make sure that the earth was kept healthy.
We're here today to participate in learning about cultural burns so that we can systematically return country back to the way that it should be and heal country.
What happened with the Black Summer wildfires that ripped through country and destroyed vast tracts of land, and not only that, but of course everything in it, including, they say billions of animals, but the destruction of trees and plants and the whole ecosystem. They reflect on it now and say how wonderful it's starting to look again, but I think that's a false sense of security. It's coming back. It will come back. And that's why we need to revive an old practice that actually took care of that. I'm attempting to help revive a cultural practice that was an Aboriginal cultural practice that was used in this country for thousands of years and is well documented and proven. And that proof was in the pudding when Europeans first arrived here and were greeted by the beautiful country that it was and still is. But unfortunately we're seeing the effects of the wrong fire and the wrong care for country and the absence of care. I see the return of, the revival of cultural burning practices as being an essential part of looking after our Mother Earth.
So these stories or this knowledge that's been handed down uninterrupted for thousands of years, only recently interrupted because with people moving into Australia and displacing Aboriginal people, some of those stories were not continued and many of those practices weren't continued. So based on thousands of years of knowledge, this is a real ancient science. It's not magical, it's not mythical, and we've really got to learn more from these ancient sciences and apply them to keeping country healthy.
I believe this is a traditional cultural practice not only for Aboriginal people, but certainly for Aboriginal people to lead and to implement, but it also needs to be for all Australians.